under 8 minutes to go. May to throw it. May waiting, in trouble. May. Oh, he loses the ball! The fumbles continue! T.J. Watt pounces on
it. Week 3, everybody. Once again, I'm heading to my buddy's house in Amesbury. Once again, I'm wearing the exact same hat, the exact same shirt as last week. And once again, I'm hoping that we see a Patriots win. The big difference this week is that last week I made a taco dip, which is my quintessential go-to bring to games dip. It's an easy dip, cold dip, but it's delicious. It does the trick. This week, my buddy messages me and says, "Can you bring a pumpkin pie?" What? I mean, yes, I'm sure. I know he loves baked goods, and I know it's the fall season, but pumpkin pie? Okay, sure. Then a couple hours later, he's like, "That's a stupid idea, the pumpkin pie. Changing. Do the dip again." Buddy, too late. However, the good thing is I did get some Pringles because I still needed something salty and sweet and delicious. Well, I don't know if it's sweet, like me, but salty and delicious, which should also describe me sometimes. So I got some Pringles. So it's kind of dip also, whatever. But I brought the pie. I want something to crunch on during the game. I don't think I'm going to be eating much pie, but I do hope that the Patriots defense is eating sacks. That sounds gross when you say it out loud, so I apologize for that. I do hope that they get to Aaron Rodgers a lot. He can still sling it, but he can't move like he used to. So I'm going to throw my prediction out right now. I think the Patriots get a win at home. I mean, let's be honest. I'm probably going to pick them to win every week, even when the odds are against them. I'm going to pick them to win 28-20. Final score. That's my prediction. We'll see how things go after the game. So I will see you guys after the game. What the hell was that? I just watched the Patriots play the most frustrating game, the most frustrating one-score game that, wasn't for a championship that I could... I'm almost speechless, which is great for a podcast. 5 turnovers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Patriots lost today, not because of lack of execution, but because of lack of fundamentals. Fundamental, hold on to the goddamn ball. The interception that Drake threw in the end zone, frustrating, but at least the ball was tipped. 4 fumbles. Almost more. Drake almost fumbled it on the last play. And then 4th and 1, and you throw it before the sticks, and instead of just falling backwards, leaning forwards, you go back to try to get more yards, and the game is over. It is an incredible level of frustration that the only thing that's going to make me feel better is teriyaki madness that I'm getting, that I'm going to go pick up now to bring home to my wife. The Patriots now fall to 1-2. They take on Carolina next week. The fact that you turn the ball over 5 times and I'm going to mute you. Text chain's going crazy. The fact that you turn the ball over 5 times and lose the game by 1 score tells me how good the defense played. First of all, it looked a little tough there first, but they kept giving the ball back to the offense over and over and over again, and they couldn't make it happen. They were over the end zone. They were over the goal line 2 times with a fumble and a pick. They're just so many points were left on the field. And yes, they had to go for it on fourth down a couple times. So that is, like things that, better offense, they wouldn't have had to do that. And if they didn't get it, but they did get it, I am so frustrated. I'm not going to bother. This isn't going to be a long podcast, I think, because everyone knows what's going on here. It's the complete I was going to say it wasn't execution, fundamentals of holding on to the ball. Stevenson fumbled in the end zone. Stevenson fumbled twice. As good as he was last week, he was garbage today. And then Gibson fumbles. And then Drake fumbles. I mean, it was like a sickness that kept getting worse. And then I had to keep hearing about the NFL throwback. First of all, that got tired 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, got really silly and dumb. I am just angered, and there's not much else I want to say here. This is going to be the shortest episode of Patriots Afterthoughts this season so far, I'd say. Who knows? They might be shorter ones. And there were moments of enjoyment. Like I cheered. I was up for both end zone turnovers. Then that great play, where Hunter was wide open for the touchdown. That was great. And you start feeling good. You get nervous with the kick. You feel like something bad's going to happen. Extra points were fine. There were no field goal chances. It just came down to giving the ball back. Mistakes. It wasn't execution. It was mistakes. Yes, there were, the ball, I don't know how many times they punt, the teams had to punt. Didn't seem like it was that much. But so many mistakes. The Patriots, I don't know how many times they punted because they didn't have to. They turned the ball over so many goddamn times. They didn't need to punt. Oh my God. I first, when they were down 14-0, I was like, we've been bamboozled to think that this offense could put points on. And then they come back and tie the game, and they could put points on when they didn't turn the goddamn ball over. That's what's frustrating, is they killed themselves. It wasn't great, turnovers. Like, it was really bad ones, preventable ones. The pick, maybe if Drake just threw the ball a little higher, wouldn't have got tipped. I don't know how much the tip actually led to the turnover. I don't know. I don't know how different it deflected the turn of momentum. I just know that was extremely frustrating and extremely disheartening. It was effing annoying. The Pringles were good. The pumpkin pie was good. There weren't good things about this day. Drake played well for the majority of this game. The pick, again, not like terrible. And the fumble, not good. But for the most part, it's like you're seeing these things and he's putting drives together, and you're like, there are things to be excited about. So when you're seeing them lose, you're thinking, well, this is the beginning of a rebuild. You're not expecting, things that are incredible right away. But cross over your own line, old man. But you're not expecting ridiculous ways to lose. That first game that they lost, it just looked like they just looked bad. You're like, oh, things don't look good. This is really disheartening that they can't do things. This time it's like, oh, they could do things. They just couldn't finish. They couldn't complete the task. They couldn't get out of their own effing way. And that's why you're now 1-2. That's why you're now still tied for second. So, but I mean, come on, it's not about the division now. I know it's only 3 weeks in, but let's be honest. Buffalo is on another tier. And the Patriots aren't there yet. Not even close to that yet. But I like what I'm seeing from Drake every week, more and more and more. It's just fundamentals. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can blame coaching on any of these mistakes. Maybe putting Stevenson back out there for the second fumble. I don't know. I just don't know. It is player crimes being committed on the field that caused this loss. And that's it. That's all I could say is I don't put this one on the coaches. And they have something to talk about, come tomorrow, because this was a shitty execution while the defense kind of balled out for most of this game. There was that first drive. It was a short field. They made it look easy on that second drive, and then the defense shut them down up until the Steelers went down and tied the game. Bad penalties again, sloppy play. It's Gonzo needs to be back next week, and I think that could solidify some things. We'll see. But that's it. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Patriots lose 21-14. They turn the ball over 5 times. They fall to 1-2. And now Carolina comes to Carolina, I think, blew out the Falcons today. They come to Foxborough next week. We'll see what happens then. I'm not going to my buddies next week. That'll be an interesting game to watch because I also have some other commitment with my mother-in-law and my wife that I don't know how I got roped into it, but we'll see. Until next week, Patriots fans. Yeah, that was annoying. Go Pats.
Fans not experts.